Hi guys! So we are going to talk about goal setting and meal planning today on a weekly basis, which is something that I implemented I guess it's been like almost a year, so more than a couple of months, and has really helped me stay on track. And it's something that I consistently do every single week, even if I completely throw the plan out the window by midweek. I always try to start with it and stick to it is the key throughout the week. So what I have done is uploaded in the file tab I think it's called Goal Setting Weekly Guide, and it's 2 pages. And the first page is goals as it relates to health and wellness, not just fitness and meal planning. And then the second page is the actual meal plan. And I know a lot of you are probably like, well, how does this really go together? And for me, the meal planning and the goal setting is just something that I sort of combined all into one because it's important to me to be well-rounded. So when I sit down to make my schedule for the week, I think about what my goals are. Are my goals to get to work early certain days because I have big meetings, which means my breakfast is probably going to have to change? Or does it mean that my husband and I are going to go on a date night on Wednesday night, so I need to plan dinner a little bit differently? So they're all sort of interrelated, and for me it was just easier to combine it all into one. So the first step in sort of getting yourself organized and on track for the week is sitting down and writing down your weekly goals. Now, I will say that I do set monthly goals, and then I have my vision board for the year, which I look at, and you're probably like, oh my God, Holly, you have so many goals. I really don't. I have my vision board, which has probably 5 big goals, and then each month I set 2 to 3 goals that I want to work on. So my goals this month are, I'm looking at them right now. Family and fitness first is what my first monthly goal was, because I feel like I've gotten a little off track with that, and I've been trying to do too many things and sort of have lost sight of what's really important. And I have some personal health goals that I'm trying to reach, and I haven't gotten there yet because I'm sort of everywhere. So family and fitness first is my number one. My second one is travel related, and to stay focused before I travel, I'm taking a couple of trips this month, and so I want to make sure that I'm present when I'm here because I'm going to be away from my family for a little while. And then the third one is actually setting hours for things that I want to do and then things that I want to do around the house, which again sounds sort of silly, but I call them power pockets. And I like to do things at certain times because I know that I'm focused on those. So I work out super early in the morning because I know that's me time. And then when I get home from work from 6 to 8, that's family time. And then from 8 to 10 is, I just call it computer time, where I'll do either things for work or things for coaching and things like that. So those are my sort of high-level monthly goals that relate back to my vision board. But then what I do every week is I sit down, and it maybe takes me 10 minutes. So this is not something crazy. And it's on the first page of the template is I write down what I want to accomplish for the week. So it might be getting to work at 8 o'clock every day, which sometimes is a struggle for me. I seem to be rolling at 8:30 these days. Or it might be making sure that I have a healthy snack packed in the afternoon so that I'm able to keep my energy levels up. Or it might be making sure that I get the girls ready for preschool because they're starting preschool this week. So whatever it might be, I stick to 3 things. I tend to always do things in 3 because if I do more than that, I get confused and I get lost. So to keep it simple, the template is really super easy. It has different categories. Fill out what works for you. You don't have to follow it 100%. You don't have to do it at all, but I will say, I feel like my clients are much more successful with their health and nutrition when they think about the overall big picture and what they are wanting to achieve. So my homework assignment for you is to fill out the very first page of the file template. You can print it out. If you have issues accessing it, let me know. If you would like the editable version so you can keep it online, you can just shoot me a note and I'll send it to you. I have an Excel version, so whatever works for you. But you don't even have to use a template. Just write it down. Make sure you have your big goals, because when things get busy and complicated later in the month, this is what you're going to want to reflect back to each week. I tend to do my meal planning and my goal setting on Thursdays or Fridays, sort of to the end of the week. I just kind of jot things down and then I'll look at it again on Sunday. So that's the goal setting piece. The meal planning piece, we are just going to sort of tip the surface on because I do think it's important from a scheduling perspective and a goal setting perspective for it to all pull together. So once I do my goals for the week, I then look at my calendar. I look at my work calendar, I look at my personal calendar, and I sort of plan out what we have going on for the week. And when I start to do my meal plans, I simply look at dinners. That's it. So I know, like Wednesday night, I have a work event. Monday night, I know I'm going to be home late. So I try to plan my meals around what we have going on. If I know I'm going to be home late, or I know the girls have something, whatever it might be, like maybe we'll have leftovers one night, or maybe I'll make something ahead of time. So I simply start with dinners. Plug in your dinners first. Then I work backwards. So for me, breakfast is really easy because I always eat the same thing for breakfast, or I'll switch it up and do the same thing every other day. So I plug in all my dinners, then I plug in my breakfast, and then I look at my calendar and I figure out lunches. So sometimes I have work lunches and I have to adjust. Other times I know I have a super busy week and I can't do all those Pinterest recipes that I really want to do, so I have to keep it basic. So I fill in my breakfast, I fill in my lunch, and then I go back and pick my snacks. And that's it. And you really will get used to it. It's super easy to sort of pull and pick from meal plans that you like. And I will post some links of some example meal plans and some blogs that I use each week. So assignment number 2 is to think about your meal plan. And I know a lot of you have samples already, and I will post some samples, but the goal is to eventually sort of merge the two all together so it's one big process, and it's sort of one big schedule, and everything sort of health and fitness and goal related sort of all relates into one, and it really does make it a lot easier to follow. So I hope this is helpful to you guys in terms of how I meal plan and how I set goals. And please, please, please let me know if you have questions. And I would love to see what you guys come up with. So if you want to screenshot your plans below, I'd love to see them. I hope that helps. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.